Welcome, world, to, I've already forgotten the name of our game. No, wait, it's coming back to me. Oh, wait, it's called, Engauge! Oh, that's scary. This isn't going well, but no, I have to move on.
You must persevere.
I must persevere. The reason for this video, if I remember right, and I might not, is showing off mechanics. So I will show you the beautiful mechanics of Engauge, the 2D action platforming adventure romance robot game. I don't think I could say that again, so hopefully this take will go well. Anyways, see, this game has a lot to it, so I'm gonna break it down for you. Maybe in song. First there's the jump, then there's the punch, and then there's also a shoot, and a wall jump. What else could there be? I'm sure there are other things that we spent a lot of time designing. Maybe I should just go through the level with my run.
Jason, that's genius.
Yes. And see what I can remember. Alright, there's parallax and drawn backgrounds that are beautiful. Look as we admire the view. See that building right there? Someone could be living there.
But you can't go there.
But you can't actually go there because that's a background. Oh, backgrounds. We have tile sets and foregrounds and other things. Oh, here are some enemies. I'll show you how to defeat them.
Oh, perfect.
You can punch things. You can shoot bolts of electricity at them. Ow, that one is hitting me. Oh, you can lure them to their death. Ah! No! Alright, so that's one of the big risks to luring things, guys. That is definitely not how you should kill enemies. Try to survive when you do it. So sorry about that. I'm gonna continue on with the level. And you saw me chaining my jumps like an expert. I could also charge up these enemies with bolts of electricity and use my secondary ability, which are special attack, with this handy helper right over here. What he does, and what combination of buttons do I use?
Goes control right click.
By controlling and right-clicking, I can cause a chain lightning to occur. It's pretty handy since it stuns enemies, and it's just, in general, a really good way of dealing with multiple enemies. However, there is a catch. When you use chain lightning, and I think I'm going to go ahead and die a horrible, painful death so I can show it properly. Redo. Chain lightning, part 2. Explaining it. So how chain lightning works is when a lightning bolt hits an enemy, like so. After a certain amount of time, charge is built up, and the lightning bolt will bounce to the next enemy once the first enemy builds up a certain amount of charges. However, you can actually speed up the process by hitting the enemies with your shots beforehand. That'll create charges, so when you use chain lightning, it'll bounce to all of them much quicker. And that's just one of the ways that we're planning to have the main ability synergize with the shooting ability synergize with chain lightning. Now here's a rolly. As its name suggests, it rolls around, and for something that can only do that, it's actually pretty threatening. One of the things that makes it very threatening is the fact it's super fast and it makes use of momentum. And we found that before oh no, I'm not good at this. What happened?
Not that.
No! Oh, no, I lost my train of thought. Oh, crud. Take 4, I guess. Okay, back to these rollies. They're scary and make use of momentum before we let them build up speed and bounce off terrain as efficiently as they do, the rollies were not very threatening. Now they're really scary, and we found that whenever there's a whole bunch of them, they tend to gang up on the player and never let them see the light of day again. So to combat that, we gave the rolly a pretty fun mechanic where if you charge it with electricity, and it doesn't necessarily have to be with your primary shot, it'll start blinking and it'll eventually explode. Some of the other enemies, the enforcers, will actually make use of this, where they'll charge a rolly, so then you'll, instead of having a number of regular rollies charging at you, you'll have a number of exploding rollies charging at you, which can be pretty bad for your complexion. So what you're seeing here is a pretty boring turret, but we're experimenting with different ways of making his primary shot exciting. As you probably noticed, it's bouncing around everywhere, which is pretty scary. And you can actually punch the bullets. That thing just died, so I won't be punching that bullet. So I'll show you that later. And for now, I'm going to show a little love to this wall. Again. Yeah. Okay. Back to business. Oh, there was an enemy here, but it died. I think it might have killed itself, actually. I can't get up there. So, as I told you, you can actually punch the bullets. Like so. Well, like so. Well, no! Not again.
No.
Time to move on with our lives. Okay, so Ian pointed out that I've been abusing this block mechanic, and the reason I neglected to mention it is because it mostly exists as it is now, solely for testing. It's pretty OP, honestly. If my block's up, I'm not going to take any damage. That is certainly not how it's going to work in the game, or how things work in real life. So, one of the things I was going to show off, but unfortunately that guy blasted himself off into space, was the fact that you can punch away bullets, and hopefully these things won't kill themselves by the time I get to show them to you. Okay. Anyways, I can push back these bullets like so. And voila! That is a pretty fun way to kill things. One thing to note is when you punch back a bullet and it collides with an enemy, the angle will change to be more upwards, and you can use that to hit the helicopters that are flying around and some of the zones. I'll show that in a different video. And I'm going to use the power up editing real quick one more time to show you one last thing that I didn't get to show off. Okay, it's me again, Jason. Lots of love. Gonna show you that one thing I said I was gonna show you earlier, video editing. Oh no, please. Oh god. Have mercy. Aha! No! Ah! I'm so bad at this game. Oh no! I messed up the chain lightning. Oh, we can show that off, actually. So you saw that when I only tagged one of them with the primary ability, the lightning ended up only bouncing to I'm dead. To two of the hoppers, and that's pretty significant in terms of strategy. I'm also dead. Oh god. What am I doing with my life? Day 12. We have significantly nerfed the level. Studies showed, testing showed, that this section of the level was significantly difficult for all those who experienced it.
Namely Jason.
Namely me. Do 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 do. Do do. Woo-doo. Oh, yeah! That saved me! I'm gonna pretend I planned that. Oh, god, no. No! Okay. So what I'm going to show you is one of the ways you can use enemies just to trash other enemies. In this case, this turret, when you get it down to 0 health, it'll start spinning. Once it starts spinning, you can hit it and knock it into other enemies, and I'll show you that now. Like so. And that hit killed the other turret and caused a pretty awesome chain reaction. So there you go. The end. Thanks for watching. And again, we're Toasty Republic. We're making Engauge, this beautiful 2D action platformer romance. Robot game. Right, there you go. I forgot that last part. And check us out on Twitter and my blog.
ToastyRepublic.com.
Yeah, at toastyrepublic.com. It'll be in the comments, I guess. But, I mean, I'd appreciate that. I don't think many people will see this, but I love you guys.